Hello?
What's good, everyone? I'm Brian Moonlight here with me.
This is PunkPack Scrafty with Umbria Moonlight.
And a bit of a different kind of video. Part of my channel was what I planned for it to be as like a gameplay discussion type video, depending on what game was coming out or has already been released. I wanted to do a Spider-Man one, but I couldn't find anyone that wanted to do that with me, so that never came to fruition, and you don't like Spider-Man anyways.
I don't. I prefer them for make a, what's his name again?
Deadpool?
Deadpool.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, he deserves a game of his
own. So this guy couldn't do it, and don't mind whatever video game I decide to throw in the background while we're talking about this. Is what, 15-20 minutes you want to talk about this?
Right.
Something like that. There's some key points I want to go through about the upcoming Pokemon game. It's 4 weeks away. Let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee. Now, this is going to be split up into two different videos. It's going to be the negatives of what we don't like about the game on my channel, and on his channel, PunkPack Scrafty, it's going to be the positives, what we like about the game, what we find that could actually improve the franchise going forward if they implement it into Gen 8. Right. But anyways, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is basically Pokemon Go and a Pokemon game kind of like fused into one.
Right, yeah. Yes.
And to be quite honest, I think that's a really, really, really stupid idea.
Yeah.
I think using the nunchucks, as you've seen in the trailer for the throwing,
yeah,
I find that cool.
No.
It makes it feel like you're throwing a Pokeball. I don't think it should be mandatory. It should be an option, just like 3D was in like X and Y. But
I mean, this is just my opinion. I mean, it's cool that you get to throw a Pokeball with, like he said, nunchuck type of thing, but I mean, it's very boring that you don't get to battle with wild Pokemon.
And that's what I was gonna get into next, actually, is there's no wild encounters. It's Pokemon Go, basically. In Pokemon Go, if you don't know what Pokemon Go is, I do a lot of that on my channel. So, you click on a Pokemon, you feed it a berry, you throw a Pokeball, you rinse and repeat until you have enough candies to evolve. That's the main method of evolution in this game. That's what you do. You run into wild Pokemon. They can be seen in the overworld. You get into an encounter. You either throw them nunchuck and try to capture it, or you feed it a berry and try to capture it. And it awards you EXP and stuff, and that's how you level up Pokemon, which, okay, I can see that. At least they didn't remove that from Gen 6 and 7 when they awarded EXP.
But now, this is what really gets to me. What if you encounter a shiny Pokemon?
They have been confirmed. I believe you can see the sprites in the overworld as shiny or not shiny.
Right? But you encounter one, it's gonna be like the Safari Zone all over
Yeah,
again.
it may actually be an interesting video to make, shiny hunting in those games, because it's gonna be like, oh my god, you know, what if this thing runs away from me?
Yes,
like
exactly.
in I have been lucky, I've never lost a shiny in Pokemon Go. I hope it keeps it that way, but
you know,
it's bound to happen.
This reminds me of the day I actually found my first shiny Pokemon in the Safari Zone of Pokemon Emerald version.
And it ran away.
It did not run away. I caught this shiny Marie. My first shiny Marie.
And I bet you your blood was boiling, you were sweating.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's intense. I love shiny hunting in Safari Zone, but the thing is, there's not a whole game based around that one mechanic.
Right.
And the thing is, Pokemon Go is free. You download it, you can buy stuff in the game. I do every now and then, but you don't have to. Right. The thing is, they're trying to sell a free-to-play game at $60, and if you don't have a Switch, you gotta buy a $300 system on top of the $60 game.
Right.
When you can just play a free-to-play game.
Right. And you know, I really don't mind you get to travel with your Pokemons and...
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things that we'll get into, obviously, in your video, but there's a lot of good things about the game, but the negatives just outweigh it. Okay?
Right.
Your Pikachu and your Eevee cannot evolve for one. Your starter Pokemon, which usually tends to be your strongest, they're stuck as an Eevee and a Pikachu.
And they're your HM slaves, pretty much.
They're your HM slaves, which... Why would you do that to an Eevee or a Pikachu? Come on.
Since when can an Eevee and a Pikachu cut?
Oh, fly. Or, well, I guess Pikachu could always surf and fly, but...
How do they move
Still.
a boulder?
Yeah, like, I don't think... No evolution gets strength, does it? Do they? Or is it just Flareon? Maybe Leafeon.
None of them.
None of them?
use strength.
I didn't think... I know evolutions, I know they get cut. I know evolutions get cut. That is one thing.
Umbreon gets cut.
Leafeon gets cut too.
Yeah, him. That one too.
But Eevee doesn't get cut.
No, it does not.
I mean, it eliminates you having to capture HM slaves, so I see where they were going, but...
And now, is Rock Smash a thing in there?
Your starter Pokemon can do all that. They're basically... They're your substitute for Pokéride in Gen 6.
Right, Pikachu
Gen
can
6,
learn
Gen
Rock
7.
Smash. But
I think,
Eevee?
yeah.
What does Eevee do? Headbutts the damn thing?
Yeah. Ow. Breaks his skull open or something.
Fucking Judo Smash the Rock. Like, concussion. And then gives a thumbs up to his trainer with a bleeding forehead. Like,
Yeah, like...
it's all good, trainer.
Like, I know they had to do something to imitate Pokéride because we were so happy in Gen 7 when we found out no more HM slaves. We don't have to carry half of our team loaded with HMs. It was a great idea, but they're not implementing... I don't think it was implemented smartly here. Why not just add the Pokéride feature again? I don't think it would be out of the ordinary, considering how connected Alola and Kanto was in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon to begin with.
And this is my thing. This is something I always wondered. Pikachu and Eevee can fly.
Well, Pikachu's always been able to fly and surf with special events.
Does Pikachu uses balloons?
Yeah, they like summon this cart with balloons and you fly up in the air. Like, you're lifting... Let's say this child's what, 10? Your main character, I'm assuming, is anywhere from 10 to 13. They weigh probably anywhere from 100 to 125-ish pounds.
How can a bunch
What
of
is
balloons
5
carry-
balloon? What, 5, 6 balloons? I'll throw a picture up on screen right now. You guys can count how many, but how's that going to lift
Right,
your trainer?
That's the thing that's been eating up my mind. Like shit. Just imagine flying up in the sky and an asshole Spearow just pops the balloon because it wants to, and then plummet to your death.
Curve your language a little bit, but
Yeah, I know.
no, I know, but
It's just, it irritates me
it'll
a
be.
lot.
We'll do a little bit of swearing, guys. Sorry about that in advance, but
Yeah.
that's another thing. And the thing is, the biggest gripe I have with this game right now is it's not selling me on going back to Kanto. Kanto has virtually not changed one bit other than the go mechanics.
Yeah.
It's just still Kanto. Yes, I understand nostalgia. It's Gen 1. Gen 1 will always be the first gen. It will always be the favorite to most people. It will always get the most attention.
Alright, so
I understand that. Here's the thing I don't understand. Where's the Sinnoh remakes for the 3DS?
yes, exactly.
Where's that? Where's the Sinnoh remakes for the Switch?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Let's Go, if we got Sinnoh remakes, that could have held us over until Gen 8.
I know, like,
And it could have still had Pokemon Go compatibility, because Gen 4 was just released.
I know, I was having all
And Go.
hopes for that thing to be
So-
released, but no.
Like, when you look at Sun and Moon, they are not perfect games by a long shot. I blew through that game in, what, a day and a half? And Ultra Sun and Moon, less than a day?
Right.
The problem I have with it wasn't the difficulty, it was the fact that it's a typical Pokemon story with Sun and Moon.
Mm-hmm.
And this looks like a typical Kanto adventure. Your rival's friendly now, which
Ugh,
that completely eliminates what Gary was in Gen 1. He was a backstabbing, two-timing asshole. Well, I know, but that's how most people see it. He was a two-timing asshole that always one-upped you.
Right.
Excuse me. Until you dethroned him
Like, he...
from the champion.
Like, he pushes you around too much.
But when you beat him, you feel accomplished.
Right.
Like, I understand they want to do the whole friendly rival thing. I think the perfect balance was Barry from Gen 4.
Right.
He was nice to you, he was your friend, but you know what? He was strong. If you were unprepared, his team would steamroll anything you had. His Heracross, his Floatzel. You pick Totara, you think, oh, my Totara's gonna kill his Floatzel. Ice Fang, your Totara's dead.
Yeah.
He always had a counter to something on someone's team. Right. Always. Not to mention, well, Gen 4 in its entirety, like, the way those teams were built, especially Cynthia, was like, wow. This is how you build gym leaders, rivals, and a champion.
Right.
That's why I go back and replay Sinnoh as much as possible. They definitely fixed it up in Platinum a lot, though.
See, Gary freaking Oak, he was all like, hey, loser, look at all these Pokemons I found.
He was stuck up in the Noxious, but he couldn't back it up.
Right.
That was the problem.
Like, I'm gonna turn you into dust. Look at this freaking cool looking Raticate I got for you, so he can, like, turn your team into dust. And now we have this new Gary Oak. Hey there, buddy. How are you?
They advertised that as your friend. He's a friend, not your rival. I think starting with Gen 6, it's like, where's the rival? What? Come on. We had so many Charon and Bianca. Bianca was a friend in Gen 5. Charon was the typical guy one-upping you all the time. Black and White 2 had Hugh. Bent on revenge. Right. He could back it up. Then we got Shauna, Tino, and Trevor in Gen 6, and they all were your friends. And Serena, or Callum, whatever gender you picked for your main character, and it's like, you guys are rivals? You carry 3 Pokemon at max throughout the whole game. What happened here? Right. And Gen 7's no better. How? Wolf's rival, in my opinion. Although Ultra Sun and Moon kind of helped that a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's the problem we have with the rival. And the fact that, well, again, like I said before, it's Kanto. It's Kanto with a new coat of paint. Why do we need Kanto? We had Gen 1, Red, Blue, Yellow. We had Gold, Silver, Crystal with Kanto. Fire Red, Leaf Green as remakes. So that's 3 generations in a row where we went back to Kanto. And then Gen 4 came. We had Kanto and Hawk Gold, Silver. So if that went from 3 to 4 times. 4 separate generations you could visit Kanto in some form or fashion. And before you guys all start pitchfork wars in the comments, well, that doesn't count because you go to Kanto postgame. You still go to Kanto regardless if it's postgame or you're starting in Pallet Town.
Right.
It's still Kanto. And Hawk Gold Silver made Kanto livelier.
And
you could go anywhere. You started in Vermilion City, you could beat Lieutenant Surge, and then Hawk Gold Silver. You want to go beat Brock? Fine. You want to go beat the 8th Gym Leader? Fine. You want to go all the way to Cinnaball Island to beat Blaine after Lieutenant Surge? Go for it. You have the resources to do that. You don't now.
Right.
It's straight Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, Erica, blah, 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 blah.
I think it's done.
Did it?
Unless it froze. Oh, yeah, it was... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it froze for a minute. Oops. Anyways, as I was saying, you went... This new Let's Go game, it's going to be strategic. And to get back to what I said earlier about having to buy a Switch, they're trying to pull casual Pokemon Go players into the main series game. You've met some of the people that only play Pokemon Go that we've seen downtown and stuff.
Right.
Do they look like they would want to drop money on a $300 system in a $60 game?
I don't know.
I don't know about that. Is it for the children? Well, if that's the case, just plop Gen 6 in front of them.
I don't think they're even gonna care. I mean, as long as it's Pokemon for them, it's
yeah, for kids, they really don't care what you do because, well, they're kids. At 6 and 7 years old, I didn't care. I just cared that I was playing Pokemon. Doesn't matter what it was.
Right.
Pokemon Pinball was fun because, well, it's Pokemon. I don't like pinball, but it's Pokemon.
Also, like, how do you all feel about no abilities?
Yeah, and that's another thing. The Mega Evolutions are back. How is that gonna work?
I mean,
without the Mega Stones?
Unless the Mega Stones just overpower their stats.
Or let's you use Mega Stone as kind of like a potion. You click use and it changes the form, and you can walk around with a Mega in your party, which would completely break the game.
I don't know.
Could you imagine a Mega Charizard not needing to Mega Evolve and just being able to just be sent out?
Right.
That's another thing. Why Megas? Their abilities is what Kangaskhan, prime example. What is Mega Kangaskhan without Parental Bond?
Right.
Nothing. It's a normal type with slightly high attack and speed. Charizard.
Nothing.
What is Mega Charizard X and Y without Tough Claws and Drought? What is Mega Mewtwo X and Y without Steadfast and Insomnia?
Right.
Like, that's one thing. Another thing. No held items? What is this? A true Gen 1 remake?
Yeah!
We are so used to held items. When I went back and played Red, Blue, and Yellow when they were released on the Virtual Console, it baffled me how difficult it was without held items.
You know, unless it's like Pokemon Rumble. You remember how you buy like Mega items and you don't see them holding it, but it's just permanently attached to it? And it doesn't count as a holding item?
I guess they could do it that way, but then again, why Mega Evolve without abilities and items and stuff? Like,
right, that would make battles a lot more interesting, but now just hearing about no held items and no abilities,
it doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't seem like, it seems like they're trying to pull in casual Go players. And the thing is, if you guys do the math, a $60 game, today's standards, with tax and everything, depending on where you live, it's about 64 bucks, depending on where you live,
right,
with your sales tax, for either Let's Go, Pikachu, or Eevee. A Switch is $300 if you want a brand new one. It's $250 used, if you can find a used one.
Yep.
And you don't really want a used one of a Switch. And with the Switch's problem with the Joy-Cons breaking, the overheating, and the Switch cracking. And another thing, Nintendo said cloud was a thing. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is incompatible with the cloud storage system because they were afraid people were going to trade items away, trade Pokemon, back up the save file, and then have all that stuff back, and it would be cheating, basically. Because they could send it to another copy, reload that save state, and then be able to have a duplicate Pokemon. Which, it's stupid. It's stupid, though. Why not just make it so that it doesn't restore your items? They know what you had on the cloud when you interact with the game. It can easily be bypassed in many ways.
Right, you know, it breaks my heart that 3DS games are not going to be a thing anymore.
The thing is, they're not making me want to buy a Switch.
Same here.
There's nothing on the Switch that I want right now.
I mean, I just want to play Smash. That's just about it.
Like, that's the only thing that looks interesting, and what I'm scared for is that this simplified version of Pokemon, that's going to lead into Gen 8. And this is going to be the next step forward. And they're going to simplify it for like they have been since Generation 5. And that's what started to scare me.
Also,
because Pokemon games are becoming quite simplistic.
Right. Like, also, Meltan.
I don't mind it. Here's the problem. What's his ability gonna be?
There's no ability.
Exactly my point. It's just gonna be a steel type. And in Gen 1...
normal steel type.
No, just pure steel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just pure steel.
Oh, then what's this whole rumor thing about?
It was fake rumors.
Good.
In Gen 1, there's a lot of fire types running around and a lot of strong fighting types. A pure steel type would never last.
Oof. That
But
has another form.
we're entering about, what, 19 minutes or so. Anything else you want to wrap up on before we wrap this up? Anything else you want to add to it? I think we've covered most of the points here.
Yeah. One more thing, and it's not relevant to this whole Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. I'm shiny hunting a white belt.
Yeah, he's going nuts with
give
that.
me some luck.
Yeah, down in the comments, wish him luck. He's over 4,000 already, and it's driving him nuts.
Losing my mind. I'm becoming negative here.
Now, guys, remember this whole video, before you start throwing pitchforks and fire at us is
Right.
my opinion. It's
my-
what I think of the game. It's what my friend thinks of the game. If you
Right.
like the game and you want to go buy it, go for it. If you want to enjoy it and you want to comment down when the game release and tell me differently or show me that this game's actually cool, I will upload another video completely
Right, we're not stopping you
shafting
from doing
this video. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy it. What I'm saying is it's not Pokemon to
Right.
me.
And
And I've
to
been
me
with
too.
this. I've been with the series since Gen 1, and I started in Gen 3 with the games. So I've been here since Pokemon was created, and it's not Pokemon.
Same here. I had my first Pokemon Yellow. Shit. Oh, excuse my language. Sorry. Man, I had that since I was 6.
Yeah, so that's why we feel the way we do about this game.
Right.
Anyways, if you guys want to see what we like about the game, and there's a lot less that we like than what we don't like, up in the corner there will be an icon. You can click on it and go to PunkPack Scrafty's channel, and over there we will be discussing what we like about the game, because there are some things I do like about the game.
Yeah, I highly doubt they'll go to my channel, but whatever.
No, it is. I'm gonna upload these back to back.
Yeah.
And guys, thank you all for watching. Comment down below if you disagree. Comment your opinion down below. I want to get a discussion going on these games. They're due to release in a few weeks, and I want to see what we can do to maybe build up some hype about it. Maybe this whole discussion of what we hate about it will make the sales go up. Because I want to see Pokemon do good on the Switch. It's just, this is not the step you need to take.
Right, but let's not see any threats or like.
Yeah, try to keep the comment
you
section
know.
clean if you can. If you want to throw shade, whatever, I really don't care.
Alright,
Anyways, guys, this has been Beyond Moonlight.
This is PunkPack Scrafty.
Thank you all for watching. I got more stuff coming up throughout the week and for Halloween, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, I'm signing out for now. Catch you guys later.